1, 2, 3, 4.
They call her Lady Luck, but she don't feel so lucky lately. Another name could take its place to suit her since the day she gave away her dice and playing cards. The games that made her famous. The face of the insatiable is shaking off the chaos. She's not waiting for her lucky break. She's not a member of a lady in the club. She's not waiting for her luck to change. A secret handshake that was made up on the spot.
Welcome, ladies, gents, friends, betwixt and beyond the gender binary, to Jam Mechanics. That's right, the podcast. My name is Matt. I'm from the Narcissist Cookbook. With me in the Jam Cabin, as always,
Bug from Bug Hunter. They turned Jam Mechanics into a podcast?
They turned Jam Mechanics into a podcast.
Wow.
They can fly now. It's not funny to make that joke anymore. I don't know why I don't know why we're still doing it.
I love They Fly Now.
The amount of times we said, they fly now, they fly now, in the year of our Lord 2025 was actually embarrassing. It was very funny to me, and I really hope that no one could hear us every time we made the joke.
As We're Incapable was to 2024, They Fly Now was to 2025.
Yeah. We really were catching up on that 2019 meme. It was funny, and then it went away, and now it's funny to us again.
It's super funny again.
Here is how the podcast works. We are going to set each other challenges. We're going to go away for 3 hours, and we're going to write, record, and present a song from scratch. You know what I've started to do, Bug?
What have you started to do?
I started to get so insecure about how few stories that I have to tell in my life, about my life, things that have happened, that I've started keeping a little file on my phone of things that have happened to me. Not like things that have happened in the last week, but like things that it's just like, I know I have value because I can tell stories of things that have happened in the last several decades of my life. And I've got things, like, let me just give you some examples.
Give us one. Give us one off the top of the list.
You know what the last thing I wrote down was? Quack disaster.
Quack disaster?
Quack disaster. The quack disaster story from Sacramento.
Quack. Oh.
Quack.
Quack. I thought you said quack disaster, and I was like,
quack
what
disaster.
What happened with the ducks?
Guacamole catastrophone. So yeah, anyway.
My big accomplishment this morning was I'm making some changes in my life.
Okay.
I have designated my office where I record, where I work, where I sit all day as a phone-free zone. Okay. Because I have a problem where I get distracted.
All right. What's distracting you?
My phone. So
yeah, but like specifically news? Is it games? Is it?
It's Instagram. You know, if I go on and be like, I need to post something on Instagram, and I'll open Instagram, and I'm like, ooh, look.
That's how they get you.
So I have designated my office as a phone-free zone to the extent that I printed out a little sign that was like phone, crossed out no, and I taped it to my door, looked at it, admired my work, walked in my office, closed my door, sat down in my chair, and pulled out my phone.
Oh, for God's sake. Wow. It really draws attention to the fact how all laws are arbitrary and meaningless. And like you've created a phone-free zone in your office, but that only works like if you ignore that more than one time, it's gone.
Yeah.
You'll never respect that law again. So you need to enforce it violently with the whole power of the state.
Speaking of cell phones and using them to waste time, I have a question for you if you would like to get to know each other.
We got to get to know each other question time?
This one comes from...
I think a lot of people...
This one comes. It comes now?
It comes now.
This one comes from Shannon413. Did y'all have any drives between tour stops that felt like it went on forever? How do you best kill time on the 10+ hour drives? Do we want to tell people the game that we like to play, the five of us, our favorite road trip game?
Oh, is this the list game?
Yeah, our list game.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can tell people about the list game.
It's a pretty fun game. I didn't invent it. I think I saw when I was doom scrolling somebody playing a game like this, and I was just like, let's just make this a game that we play in the car because it's easy for even Papa Bug to play because it's just a talking game.
Is there a name for the game?
I think I call it character draft. Someone picks a like kind of esoteric category.
Let's say characters who dress in black.
Sure, it could be characters who dress in black.
We'll each do two.
Yeah, we'll say characters who dress in black, and then we go in a circle, and everybody has to draft their 3 characters that dress in black, and then we all vote who came up with the best 3.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily who would win in a fight.
No.
It's just like you just get a sense of what the best list is.
Yeah, you just kind of feel it. So, okay.
So, for example, all dressed in black, Darth Vader.
Great first round pick. All characters that dress in black. Batman. Batman's a great one.
That's pretty good.
Second
Characters that dress all in black, Morpheus.
Morpheus from The Matrix. Okay, I got one. 2004's Hugh Jackman led Van Helsing.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So
love that movie, by the way. People don't talk about 2004's Hugh Jackman led Van Helsing.
I know at least one person whose sexual awakening was a werewolf in that movie. So...
Normally, this is the point where everyone in the van would vote for the people's favorite cast of characters, but there's only two of us, so it's not fair. So, I guess we'll leave it up to the Jam Mechanics audience.
So
if you liked...
Mine was Darth Vader and Morpheus.
Mine was Batman and Van Helsing.
There will be a vote either on Instagram or in the Discord. We're going to find out.
Spotify makes me make a poll every time I put the podcast out, and I've just started just kind of putting BS out there because I can't think of things to poll about.
This is
great. Now we have something to pull people about.
Bug, if you could teleport anywhere once but only stay there as long as you could hold your breath, where would you go?
Bottom of the ocean.
Do you want another question?
Yeah, give me another one.
Bug, would you rather make your head 10% smaller or 10% bigger?
Okay.
That's a question from Lavender. Hi, Lavender.
I feel like my head is correct right now. Okay, well, you hesitated.
No. I think your head is correct. I'm trying to figure out what 10% would look like.
It's not a lot. Do I get 10% smarter or 10% dumber?
You don't neither.
If my head gets 10% smaller, does my brain just get crushed?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or if my head gets 10% bigger, does my brain just rattle around in there?
That's a really good party trick. Hey, you want to hear something funny?
Listen.
Okay, I've got an answer if you don't have an answer.
Yeah, I have no idea.
My head is too big. My head is too fucking big. Hats do not fit me the way
Hats
they're meant to.
don't fit. Doors don't work.
Door.
Can't get through a door.
I got that Hey Arnold shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't get in a car. Hard, difficult. We have to do special modifications to our vans. For
No,
your head.
genuinely, my head is too big. Like I, and there are pros. Like I'll never get my head stuck between two fence posts and then not be able to get it out because of my ears, because my head just won't go through the fence posts. Okay. I think it's because when I was a kid, this is also a story that I wrote down in my, when I was a kid, our front door was 4 by 10 little windows. Each window was exactly the size of a baby's head. And I know this because one time they tried to bring me in from the garden and I was so annoyed that they were bringing me in and so excited to be outside that I just went, no! And sprinted down the length of our hallway and just put my head right through one of these little glass windows.
Broke the glass?
Broke the glass, like through the window.
Wow.
And it's very possible that the reason my head is so big is because my head is just like, we need to evolve. Okay, we got a random mutation time. You get one in your life, and it's just like, Matt, you're never going to be able to put your head through a baby-sized window hole ever again. Thank you. You know what? Thanks. Thank you. Sure.
Sad story. Baby-sized window hole. Never used.
So yeah, my head's too big.
Cool. I'll go 10% smaller, just so I can fit my head through that baby hole.
Hey, you want to see a magic trick? Do we know each other, Bug?
I feel like we do. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. All right, so we're going to move on to the actual show part. I want people at home to know that we talked for 25 minutes there, and I guarantee it's been edited down to no more than 5 minutes.
Whatever we just pulled out of that conversation, you're welcome for cutting it down.
Yeah. We're going to move on to the actual part of the show.
Let me explain what we do this season. If you just hopped on, we are doing a chain through Wikipedia. We started on a Wikipedia page for a song by Meatloaf. It was randomly chosen by the Wikied Witch for us this season, and the Wikipedia is also here. And now we get 2 clicks from every page that we're given, every page that we're challenged with on the previous episode. We get to get 2 clicks away from that page to then send back to the other one to challenge to write a song in just 3 hours and then come back and show it off. So that's what we're going to do. I right now am looking at immunotherapy. Matt, you should be looking at anachronism.
I am.
So we are going to get 2 clicks away from these 2 pages to find a page for the other one.
Right away, there's an interesting one. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good one. I need to go on that. Oh, shit. I wish that was just the one, though. Fuck. Oh, it's so annoying when it's just like there's a really good one.
I'm going to be honest, Matt. About 75% of the links on here are just different types of cancer. I'm having trouble. Okay, so I'm not going to give you this, but I am going to say You're going to think I'm making a joke because it's the name of the page, but it's the parentheticals next to this link that I want to like include so bad. The page is for penis.
Okay.
But
fantastic.
It's in the context of organ transplants right now because that's what the page I'm on right now. And it says penis, in parentheses, deceased donor only.
Okay.
So very specifically,
Dead guy dick.
I'm not going to send that to you unless you want it.
No, I'm gonna let you follow your gut.
Okay, Matt, I got my link.
So, Bug, I'm going to send this to you, but it is going to need an explanation because this counts as a true Wikipedia link because there is an address, but it redirects somewhere that won't give you a very good explanation of what it is.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
So I have sent you a link to the Wikipedia page, which doesn't really exist, but kind of does, called Chuck Cunningham syndrome. Now, you can, if you click through to that, it will take you to the character for Chuck Cunningham, but I'm going to explain to you what Chuck Cunningham syndrome is. Chuck Cunningham was the third child in the Cunningham family.
Yes.
From Happy Days.
From Happy Days, sitcom from the 70s?
70s,
set
about
in the
50s.
Yeah.
The actor decided that he didn't want to be in the show, so his character walks up the stairs at the end of one episode and never comes down again. And more horrifying than that, as the show goes on, the parents make reference to how much they are very proud of their two children. So he is retconned out of existence. So the first place I went was retcon, retroactive continuity, when you make a change in retrospect to a story.
Cool.
And then it was like, this is specifically about a character who disappears with no narrative explanation whatsoever.
In general, it's retcon, specifically the retconning of a character.
A retconning of a character's existence with no, like very specifically, it's like this character disappears and the show makes no attempt to pretend they ever existed.
And so you were technically redirected by the Wicked Witch to just the Wikipedia page for Happy Days because that's what you sent me. But
the Wikipedia page for Happy Days and then the recurring characters section.
I'm going to guess some of our audience does not know this show, but I grew up watching this show. It was the Fonz. You know, you punch the jukebox and it turns on. He's cool.
Exactly.
Okay, so I got Chuck Cunningham, the disappearance of Chuck Cunningham. I am going to send you yours. I really like that, Matt. That's good. This one is for you. I got here via immunotherapy, organ transplantation. And then specifically after that, I clicked on this page.
Robotic surgery. Sick.
Robots doing surgery.
Robotic surgery or robot-assisted surgery is any type of surgical procedure that is performed with the use of robotic systems. I'd have been surprised if that sentence said anything except that.
Yeah, sure.
There is so much on here. This immediately reminds me of a story.
Is it in your phone?
It's not in my phone, but the story this reminds me of is the story of a brain surgeon who did brain surgery on themselves using a robot.
Yes.
Which it's very possible that's what I'm going to end up writing about in some form or another.
No, I mean, this stuff is interesting because I've toured the facility where one of these is made, and like the people that are like testing it there, they can thread a tiny rubber band around the outside of a penny using these devices. It's crazy what they can do.
You can do it from across the world as well.
That's the other thing is like if there's a surgeon he's like the best surgeon in the world in like Kentucky, you can be in California.
There's more world than that, but yes.
No, I think Kentucky's on the right edge. Sorry, Matt, after I flattened the world last week, Kentucky is now on the right side and California's on the other side.
Okay, that's cool, yeah.
And yeah, they can like do a surgery from like remotely, which is crazy.
This is fantastic. Okay, we got 3 hours.
We got 3 hours to go away. Hold on. Help me workshop this. I'm trying to make reference to the third jam mechanic right now.
Oh shit. Okay, that's good.
Okay. All right, Matt, Jason, let's go. All three of us.
No, that's the opposite. That's the opposite of it. Because because if we make a reference to them that it's not Chuck Cunningham syndrome.
Okay, hold on. Hey, where'd Jason go?
No.
And we are back from the break. Matt from Jam Mechanics. What was your Jam Mechanics?
I had a really good time with this.
Was it one idea, only idea?
No. It was not one idea, only idea, because the more I looked into the idea that I initially had, the more immediately I realized that I had invented that idea. That is, there is not a man who did brain surgery on his own brain with a robot. So that didn't happen, and so I got rid of it. But yeah, I'm happy with where I ended up. Bug, how was your journey?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'm really hyped to see what you came up with.
Cool.
I will talk more about my process when we get to it.
Let me take over then. So I wrote a song. It's pretty tangentially under the umbrella of the thing that you sent me, which was
The Chuck Cunningham syndrome.
honestly, fittingly, I forgot about him when I started writing.
The true Chuck Cunningham syndrome song is the one where you completely forget the prompt and just write whatever you want to write. Because
I've done that. No, I mean, it's on topic. You're going to listen to it. It's going to be on topic. It's more like from the perspective of the actor and maybe the decision space that he was in when he decided to leave the show. That's probably, if I had to say that's kind of where this song landed, that's the closest thing.
Okay, cool.
I have sent you a song called High Note. I will send you the lyrics as well, and we can take a listen to it together.
I am looking at a demo called Season 4, Episode 7 hyphen High Note Demo 1.mp3. This is 2 minutes 44 seconds. We're going to jump right into this in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, High Note Demo 1.
Going out on a high note and calling it quits. Don't wait for the moment we wish that we did. They'll be sad that it's over, but glad it exists. Don't get caught hanging on when the alternative is someone come get your boy Wayne Gretzky. His grasp on fractions is at best a bit sketchy. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Let me see your calculator, Wayne. Cause if you don't shoot, you can't miss, can't mess up. Let them think you're the best of what you've done, not what you'll do when you've got nothing left to prove. Just quit while you're ahead. Going out on a high note and calling it quits. Don't wait for the moment we wish that we did. They'll be sad that it's over, but glad it exists. Don't get caught hanging on when the alternative is going out on a high note. Going out on a high note. Maybe we should have cut the mics at the first standing ovation. Should have packed away our picnics for the end of the parade. Cause when you watch it peter out, and now the band is long since past, the confetti on the ground begins to look a lot like trash. If the magic's in the middle, it means you went a bit too far. Let's go home at intermission. Leave the people wanting more. Leave the people wanting more. But will they notice you're missing? Will they notice you're gone? Will they send out a search party or convince themselves you're not? Will they notice you're missing? Will they notice you're gone? Everyone reminisces, whether you like it or not, whether you're ready or not. So let's go out on a high note, calling it quits. Don't wait for the moment we wish that we did. They'll be sad that it's over, but glad it exists. Don't get caught hanging on when the alternative is going out on a high note, calling it quits. Don't wait for the moment we wish that we did. They'll be sad that it's over, but glad it exists. Don't get caught hanging on when the alternative is going out on a high note.
Yeah. Oh, you finally did the thing that whenever I do it, you're just like, that's my favorite thing, where you have like the big ending and all the bits are singing all at once.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun to do that.
More kind of straightforward pop punk than I've heard from you basically ever.
Yeah, I was going for punk. I was going for a punk rock song on this one.
I love the second verse. This is actually a conversation I've been having a lot recently. Maybe we should have cut the mics at the first standing ovation. Should have packed away our picnics before the end of the parade. Love it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I didn't get his grasp on fractions is a bit sketchy. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take until now when I just read it back.
Right.
Why Wayne Gretzky?
Because that's his quote.
No. Someone come. Oh, right. Someone come get. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
so the line is, yes, someone come get your boy Wayne Gretzky. His grasp on fractions is best a bit sketchy. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Let me see your calculator, Wayne. So I was just kind of starting there as a counterpoint to that sentiment.
I thought it was saying that Wayne Gretzky had dipped out on a high note, which, to be honest, he probably fucking did. The very little I know about Wayne Gretzky.
I have no idea. My point was miss 100% of the shots you don't take is a divide by zero error. Anybody with a calculator knows that. And so I was just kind of playing on that. But yeah, maybe it doesn't read on the first listen as well as I want it to. But
as usual, remember, I'm dumb. And I don't
sorry.
get
I
things.
forgot.
Yeah. That chorus, especially by the time it came around the third time, had completely won me over.
You know what's cool about that chorus? And this is the reason that I wanted to do the overlapping thing at the end. I sing it in a different cadence in the first time I do it and the second time I do it. Which I don't know what the term is for that, but I found out that I was doing it. So when I start with that G chord and then I sing, going out on a high note and calling it quits. But then the second time I do it, I go into the chorus with going out on a high note. Like I am already singing it as the chorus starts.
I'm going to need to go back and listen to this.
You'll have to listen to it again. But yeah, just notice that I'm singing it both ways in the final chorus. I'm singing it where it starts half measure early and also when it starts the first time.
Give me, we're going to take a minute. I'm going to listen to the first chorus and the second chorus and I'm going to see what you mean.
Yeah.
Going out on a high note and calling it quits. Don't wait for the moment we wish that we did. They'll be sad that it's over, but glad it exists. Don't get caught hanging on when the alternative is.
Okay, right. I'm going to skip forward to about a minute.
You just quit while you're ahead. Going out on a high note and calling it quits. Don't wait for the moment we wish that we did. They'll be sad that it's over, but glad it exists. Don't get caught hanging on when the alternative is going out on a high note.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's really interesting. I can't think of another song that does that, and it works really well.
And you don't even notice. It's just the weird thing. It's weird that I was singing it, and then I was like, wait a minute. I'm not singing it the same way I did in the first chorus. It's off by half a measure.
But your melody is the same. You're roughly singing it the same, but you're like just the measure that's moved. That's really interesting.
And that was what inspired me to kind of just overlap them at the end. And it's kind of a big mess, but I thought there's one of two ways that can go. Either it sounds like a big mess and everyone thinks you probably should have stopped this earlier in the song, appropriate, or it sounds awesome. And that is the high note that I end the song on. So either way, there's a message in there, can't lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, I'm really happy with the second verse. I think that's the strongest bit of it because I like the Wayne Gretzky joke, but I guess I'll see how it plays with everybody else. If everyone else is like, I also didn't get what this means, that just means I need to take it back to the workshop and figure out how to convey it better.
If I was reading the lyrics, I would assume that second verse would be the first verse just based on how you introduce themes and how you explore themes.
And you know what? If the Wayne Gretzky bit doesn't play, that isn't a bad idea. It's just moving that up. It does kind of feel like a good thesis statement for the song. Almost everything works as a good thesis statement for this song because the chorus really aligns well with what the verses are saying, aligns really well with what the bridge is saying. There's not much here that deviates from the main theme, which I think is good. It just means I stayed on topic. But yeah, when you watch, we're talking about the end of the parade, when you watch it peter out, now the band has long since passed, the confetti on the ground begins to look a lot like trash. I really like that. Little double rhyme, little A-B rhyme there. Yeah, it's just one of those lines. It's just kind of it hits well. It has the cadence is right. People get it. I think if you listen to that, you're like, I understand what you're talking about. And maybe you've been in a situation before where, if anyone's hung around one of our concerts before, it's like this high of oh man, we're on stage, the lights are going, we're screaming, everybody's doing Dear McCracken, blah, 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 artists for amateurs, thank you, good night. And then if you stick around long enough, it looks a lot like people mopping the floor and us carrying boxes up, a stairwell. And it's not as this big glamorous thing. And that was kind of a little bit of what I was trying to get into.
What you are saying is that the real end of the show is the wind down after the merch where we're all just God, where should we get dinner? We're asking the staff, where can we get dinner at 11:30 at night? Exactly. Where's the closest Wendy's? Can we get a Frosty anywhere? That's the true end of the show, and very few fans care enough to stick around to see that true
Listeners,
climax.
you will never understand how inconsistent the corporation Wendy's is with their closing times, to the detriment of the Jam Mechanics crew. Because in some cities, Wendy's are open till 1. But in some cities, Wendy's close at 10. And in those cities, we don't get Frosties after our shows.
Those are the cities we never go back to.
We never go back to it. Also, sometimes the Wendy's is open, but the Frosty machine is cleaned for the night. And it is the most heartbreaking part of being a musician, honestly.
It really is. I play my shows so I can get a Frosty afterwards.
Yeah.
And yeah. But great song.
Yay, thanks. Yeah. I think in terms of what I want to do with this, I went for a more kind of like pop punky production. I might be interested in just playing this on acoustic guitar at some point and just kind of saying, hey, what does this sound better as? Because I'm not good at this kind of production. It was a swing that I wanted to take because the song actually was really quick to write. I was probably done with it in like 45 minutes. Overall, happy. I feel like I got like a solid 7 out of 10 out of Jam Mechanics today, and that feels pretty good. Whether people like this song more than Itchard Noir, I got something more usable out of today going forward than I did out of Itchard Noir.
I think usable is a really good way of putting it. It's just like whether or not you enjoy it or not, this is actually usable.
Yeah.
We can do something with this.
Yeah, I feel like if there is meat here that I could use on an album someday. Having a cool chorus melody is huge for me these days.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? This would fill the same space that Robbin' a Bank.
Yeah. I could see this being like a late album kind of just high energy track. Something like Robbin' a Bank, something like Braggin'.
It's just like, here's something to like slap you about a bit, and then we're going to really try and stick this landing.
Hey, do we want to listen to a song that you wrote?
I wrote a song. It's called Stones. And so, as I suspected before the break, 100% not true. No one has done brain surgery on themselves with a robot. That was my worst idea. Mm-hmm. Didn't know what I was going to do. I wrote some lines down. I had no particular plans. Went through, my friend Lenny is over. They were cooking monkey bread, which was a long and involved process. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Here's my plan, and this thing doesn't exist, and maybe I could write about it anyway, even though no one's ever done brain surgery on themselves with a robot. Then Lenny was like, robot surgery, like a robot could do surgery on themselves. Mm-hmm. And my brain went, shibbity-bibbity-bibbity-bibbity-boop. And I have a song called Stones, and we can talk about it a little bit more after we've listened to it. I'll post the lyrics in here.
Okay, we are going to listen to a song that Matt wrote just for y'all. It's called Stones. He wrote it for y'all, but I'm going to listen to it first. We are going to hit go on a song called Stones by The Narcissist Cookbook in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Hey, can you hear me? I've been waiting for your call. There is nothing on this rock and I am slowly breaking down. I don't think you ever taught me how to fix these faulty things. Now I'm rusting and eroding. I am caught upon a screen. Somewhere 40 million miles from here. This planet barren and lonely. This body weathered and dull. This mission barely makes sense to me. Guess I'll just check the manual. These arms extending out forward, reaching for something unknown, waving up at a blue dot in the sky. Hey guys, am I ever coming home?
Oh, little guy.
Hey guys, am I ever coming home? Hey, is it okay if I miss you? I don't want you to feel like I'm a burden when I call you just to talk. I'm pulling at my wires, trying to find what makes me tick. Figure I might plug the right thing into the right place by mistake. And floating in the burnt red air, somewhere 40 million miles from here. That planet, emerald and sapphire. This body, shiny and new. This mission finally over, and I rest in the cold light of the moon. These tracks extending out backwards show all the places I've gone, but each hill's the same as the last one. Hey guys, am I ever coming home? Hey guys, am I ever coming home? This planet barren and lonely, this body weathered and dull. This mission barely makes sense to me, but there must be something I'm missing, one last unoverturned stone. Hey guys, am I ever coming home?
Bring this little guy home, Matt.
Yeah, no, I really like that. It's about the Mars rover. Obviously, it's about the Mars rover.
Bring him home.
Bring him home. He's never
Matt.
coming home.
Bring him home.
Never
You're the
coming
author.
home. He lives up there now.
No, you're the author. You can bring him home.
No.
I'm going to death this author if you don't bring him home right now.
So yeah, just picturing this little guy, probably like lost in a dust storm somewhere. And I was looking up, can the Mars rover repair himself? And they're like, absolutely not. Like, no, he cannot do that. He has like a backup brain that he can like back himself up to a brain and then restart himself if there's like a problem with his software.
Yeah.
But if something breaks, like he can't fix that.
I can send Rover 2.
No.
I'll immediately call out brilliant title.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant title.
I'm glad you said so, because the title had to come up within like 30 seconds, and I was doing my thing of like looking through the whole song being like, what is the word or the phrase that has the most weight?
You nailed it. Perfect title. When that word hit, one last unoverturned stone, when the song was called Stones, and just picturing, I mean, obviously metaphorically and physically, this little robot just looking under the rocks of Mars in case there is something that can fix him or help him is so like tragic. And it hit because of the title. It hit because of the title. We've talked about this before on Jam Mechanics. You are just like a master at picking that one word that when it comes back up again, it hits even harder because you don't say it, right? You called the song Stones, right? You never said that the robot is now rolling around overturning stones, but you said one last unoverturned stone, and the song is called Stones. And it just, those two facts link together in such a way that's so heartbreaking.
It's interesting that your read of it was that he was looking for something to fix himself, because my read, and I think that's totally valid, my read of it is that I don't know which is sadder. So he's up there and he's thinking, well, they haven't come to get me, and it must be because I haven't done what I was sent here to do. Like, there must be something I'm missing. There must be something underneath one of these. Like they're waiting for me to find something. So I'm just going to keep looking for something.
It's so sad.
Hell yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah. I'm really glad. I don't think I've ever really dropped a sick guitar solo. And
that was dope. Where'd that come from?
I had like 5 minutes, and I can't play guitar solos, and I was like, I hope this is good.
What do you mean you can't play guitar solos? It was great. It was very nostalgic sounding. I don't know how you got that sound, but it was like straight out of like a sci-fi kind of like 80s. Yeah. Like it was very tastefully done and very good.
I put like a shimmer effect on it so that every note I'm playing is being echoed but up several octaves, and so it just sounds like this kind of galaxy of stars exploding over this robot overhead as he fucking dies alone on the planet of Mars. Two very, very different vibes this week.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm glad that I went first, because I would have had to be crying in the club.
Oh, no.
Trying to show you my song. What do you want to do with this?
At the moment, it's hard to tell. There's one line in it I don't like. And in fact, I basically fixed it while we were listening to it. And I'll rest in the cold light of the moon. I think saying something about the afternoon would actually be better. And like rest in the cold light of the moon. I know what I was saying, and there's a parallel there in terms of space and saying, oh, he's back on Earth because he's in the cold light of the moon. but I think something about the afternoon fits with what I'm imagining there. That's really the only line I don't like.
Right. Yeah, you had this parallelism between this planet, barren and lonely, this body weathered and dull. And then later on, you went that planet, emerald and sapphire, this body shiny and new. Was that a kind of a flashback, or was it meant to be more of an aspiration?
My understanding is he's just like, oh boy, they're going to be here any minute. And they're going to take me home and they're going to clean me up. They're going to put me on one of those YouTube channels where they de-rust something. And I'm going to be I'm going to retire and I'm going to just wander around. I'm going to wander out of NASA headquarters into what I imagine is a huge forest.
Matt, if you give this robot a name, I'm going to shit my pants.
Anyway, so yeah, that's is that he's imagining that he's going to, when he gets home, that's what he's going to do. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I think people are going to feel pretty positively about it. I'm not going to know how I feel about it until the day it goes out, because I'm not going to listen to this again until it goes out.
I'm negative on it.
I'm feeling bad about it.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I never want to listen to it again. I never made cry on Jam Mechanics before in front of all my friends.
The last point is we were actually talking to Deep Blue Ink earlier on, and he brought up once again that he is the world's biggest, perhaps only fan of CON from, I think, season 2.
3.
And this song has a CON vibe.
When it started, I was like, I was getting con vibes from that. Yeah, this one hit me because you gave me a little guy and you made him sad. I don't care when you're sad, Matt. If you write a song where you're sad, who cares? Nothing.
Yeah, nobody.
My face when you're sad, easy. My face when you give me a little guy and make him sad, crying.
Yeah, chat, I got him.
You got me.
Oh, chat, I really got him.
I had to cut 5 minutes of me bawling in the corner.
Pure, straight ballin'.
Yeah, straight ballin' in the Jam cabin.
You know what? Something I would like to experiment with this, and this is not something I do a lot, is I'd like to have a little like robotic, subtle in the background, probably quite tinny sounding robotic drum machine. Just doing a very simple like.
Yeah, I could see that.
And like as if Rover's just up there beatboxing to himself, keeping himself company. Anyway, Bug, do you want to hear a genuine real Mars Rover fact?
Is it that he sings himself happy birthday every year?
He does sing himself happy birthday. And I was like, you know what? That's too much.
My question is it his Earth birthday or is it his Mars birthday?
Earth birthday. No, Mars birthday, because that's where he belongs.
You wouldn't be invited to his party.
On Mars? Good.
If I could teleport anywhere in the universe and only be there as long as I could hold my breath, I would go and pet Rover right now.
Not pick him up.
No.
He'd have like a solid 10 seconds of being like, yay! Oh. Thank you for joining us today in the Jam Cabin. It's been an emotional one.
It has been. If you want to cry for the rest of your life, you can go to jammechanics.com or jammechanics.bandcamp.com and get both Stones and High Note. You can go grab those. They are pay what you want, or you can throw a couple bucks on there for us to keep doing the show.
Exactly. If you want to email me or Bug or both of us, you can email me at tnc@jammechanics.com. You can email Bug at bug@jammechanics.com, and you can email both of us at hello@jammechanics.com. You can stop telling Bug about watermelons now.
Oh my God.
You can stop doing it.
Y'all, I get it. We can stop emailing me about the sounds of watermelons, and also I've heard you about Bert. I will release Bert at some point. Don't worry.
Oh, this is a good time to tell you. Yeah, I'm doing a warm-up show in Stirling. Every year I do a little pre-tour warm-up show in Stirling. This year I'm doing it bigger. Usually do it in the Stirling Books, which I have loved, but this year I'm going to try something different, and I'm going to do it in a venue substantially bigger. So if you are hearing this message, the tickets have been on sale for about a week to 10 days. You can find the tickets if you look up the Narcissist Cookbook Toll Booth or just go to any of my social media. You can come and hear me play a whole bunch of songs that I don't know very well or have never played live. I will be taking a lot of requests. I'll be trying out a whole bunch of experimental stuff. It's going to be a little weird evening with just me throwing things at the wall and see what works.
Are you gonna play Stones in Stirling?
Yes, I think I will. The show is going to be on April 10th, which gives me enough time between people hearing it now and me to sort of get it in my head. The warm-up shows are a lot of me reading off a screen. It's a lot of me being like, I got to try this. I got to try this. There's a lot of me trying songs I haven't played in 2 years. It's a lot of me forgetting things simply because I'm out of practice. Yeah. But it's going to be good. It's really fun, intimate.
So intimate.
So it's too intimate.
You kiss everybody.
There's a little queue. We don't have a lot of merch. It's just me and like things that I have around the house. So everybody that lines up will get a little kiss.
Just a little kissing booth.
Exactly. Yeah, a booth for privacy. For privacy and also to make it more intimate for the people one by one.
If you are looking for my exciting news, I am launching a Kickstarter probably before the next episode comes out. So keep an eye on that. I'm going to be launching a Kickstarter for my 5th album and also a little Jam Mechanics EP. So definitely keep your eyes on that. Amazing.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks everybody for joining us. If you can believe it, I am Bug from Bug Hunter. All right.
Now I've forgotten because I always join in around about this bit and you tell me not to, but it's not that bit. You are right.
It's your name.
Okay. And I'm Matt from the Narcissist Cookbook.
Together
and remember.
Stop.
Fuck.
It's hilarious because you're not doing a bit.
No. I'm really not doing a bit.
We are the Jam Mechanics. And remember. No, now I messed up.
No. What do I do? What's my bit of this? You're so confident that you
just say your name. I think you just say your name.
Okay. I'm Matt from the Narcissist Cookbook. And remember.
We are incapable.
They call her Lady Luck, but she don't feel so lucky lately. Another name could take its place to suit her since the day she gave away her dice and playing cards. The games that made her famous. The face of the insatiable is shaking off the chaos. She's not waiting for her lucky break. She's not a member of the club. She's not waiting for her luck to change. A secret handshake that was made up on the spot. She's not waiting for her luck to change. He is also here.